Good evening, folks. I am Joe Bachman, and it's Monday night. I have no new user profiles set up, so we're going to do Woodburn tonight. Um, Before I get into the burn, though, uh, so some of you probably saw pictures on the IndieCD Facebook group and of a dragon that I did recently with some blacklight neon paints. I finally got my little blacklight in, so I decided to see what it would look like under the blacklight. And that paint really pops on there. So I'm really excited to use that going further. It's also going to make it easier because you can kind of notice on the as soon as I can find there it is. Like on the horns here, that's all glow in the dark paint, which is very hard to see in the light. So using the black light, I'll be able to see how thick I'm putting it on and make it look a little bit better when I'm doing glow in the dark stuff. Also, and I'm going to pull up this other lovely little screen here. Looking at, since this is Monday night and we're normally doing Behind the Code, um, Don had recommended that I bring up the stats for the site, which you can see, we've kind of gone through, we've had our ups and downs here. Um, June 3rd was a really good day, 7 visitors, 32 page views. The 5th wasn't bad, 7 visitors, 18. The 10th by far was the best with 8 visitors and 40 page views. And then as of the last 7 days, June 12th would be our best day at 2 visitors, 10 views. Nothing on June 16th, but that was Father's Day, so that's kind of understandable. So that's the basic rundown of that. Let me pull up Dawn here.
I'm here? I didn't realize I was here.
You're here. And we are going to, of course, play the music of Dan Hollifield. And we're going to play from his Never Bank on a Learning Curve album. You can find all the links to Dan's music at indiecd.org/about-Dan-Hollifield. And that is, the second one on the list? Okay, so we need to scroll down. And we're just going to start off with track number 1, Atlanta Virtue. And tonight's project is going to be me actually burning the numbers, the address for my house to put outside. We've been needing bigger numbers for a while, and I figured this would be about the best way to do it. I also did something that I never ever do, and after having to redo the number 5 literally 5 times, like I'm pretty sure that's the lowest part in the piece of wood because I kept having to sand that out. I freehanded this, so yeah, we're gonna see how this actually turns out.
But
I think once I actually get it all burned in, I'm gonna go over the letters and numbers with glow in the dark paint. So I don't know if it'll really show outside, but if not, oh well. If it does, awesome.
This is how you learn.
Yep. And I got the right tip on. Yay! Right.
Wait a minute. We gotta start with that, right?
Yep. It starts off right there.
Yep. Wouldn't be right if we did not have at least one of the not the green room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
But I'll let you get into the chat here, and for anybody who happens to be watching on Kick, if you do comment, I will try to remember to look up and see your comments as I can.
Sorry, I'm readjusting my camera. I'm still getting things kind of recombobulated from the big switch last week, so new computer seems to be working well. Thank you for the recommendation, Joe.
Awesome. Good.
He makes all these pretty colors. So let's see here. First in the door tonight is Alec. Good evening, Alec. And we've green roomed already.
Yep.
Oh, poor Alec. Well, good evening, Alec. And he's saying good evening, and I'm saying it back to him. Let's see here. And Joe said good evening to Alec. Oh, let's see here. And Foxy's joining us. Hello, Foxy. Evening, all.
Hello, Foxy.
And Witzman Dude is with us. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Carl. Any updates on BB? And Carl said, I wonder when the Maturturl Aunt Donna will swing by. Trying to make me expand my vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl said, Dawn, that's Maturturl. Okay, cool. And Thesis is saying hey to Al, Joe, and Carl, and of course his lovely Foxy. And Carl said that he's got to check on something. That makes me nervous if Carl just says he's got to check on quote unquote something.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Houston Dave is with us. Hello. I know it's Houston, Texas, Dave, but I just like referring to you as Houston Dave, so that's what I'm going to call you.
Hey, Dave.
Joining us, and he's saying good evening, all. And Foxy is greeting everyone, and Donna did show up, and she's saying hi to Alec, Joe, Foxy, Thesis, Dave, and the Witzman Dude.
Good evening, Donna.
Is going to have me some chicken fried rice for stream. Oh, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
Pasta. Alfredo sauce. Garlic toast. Mm-hmm. Grey Wolf is joining us tonight, too, and he is saying hail,
hey, Gray.
Times 2. And Thesis is greeting Donna. And Witzman is back at Keys, and he's saying hi to Thesis and hello to Houston Dave, Foxy, Grey Wolf, and Donna. And Donna is doing my job, which I appreciate the reminder because I always forget. And she said, it's almost time. Don't forget to like and share, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I think Carl said, I was wondering why the crows and squirrels were all excited, but it was only our neighbor smoking on his porch in the alley. Oh, I was hoping it was maybe a kitty cat getting in trouble. Not trouble per se, but... And Michaela joining us. She says, oh, hey, friends. Fancy meeting you here. Y'all come here often? I try to make it here a couple nights a week.
Yep.
I got to why I'm not sane, and these people in the chat, and Joe and everybody else, they help me remember that.
And Michaela, I did get those updates done that you wanted. So if you can check that out when you have a chance, let me know if anything needs to be changed, and I will get on that probably tomorrow.
Awesome. Gotta keep Joe busy. And Carl is saying, hey, Michaela, and he is liked. Well, Carl said liked, and I'm assuming he meant liking the show, which we appreciate. And Alec is also be right back. He's going to go get food while the show is starting. So we will see what his dinner consists of. And Donna is greeting Michaela. And Carl said, hello, Alec. Oops, they are out of the room. And Nick is joining us. Hello, Nick. Great show this morning. And
hey,
Carl,
Nick. And most likely Amanda and Xander also.
Yes. And if they are within earshot, hello, Amanda. And hello, Xander. And Carl said, wow. And I think that was to your black light.
Yeah, that really... I didn't think they were going to pop that much. And then I, shined that black light over. I'm like, holy cow.
Surprise! And Princess is greeting Nick. And Donna said, that is so cool. Oh, wait, I got to do it just because it made me think of it. Holy! Wow, that paint looks cool. And Donna is greeting Nick, and Foxy says, "Nice, Joe." And
thank you, guys.
Nick said, "It really is delightful, Joe." Joe, I'm just teasing him. He did say Joe, but we know he was just a clumsy. And Alec is back and he's saying hi, Nick. And Donna says hey to me. Hey, Donna, love you. And Carl's like, I hope that Dawn rested up for this. Yes, you guys worked me hard on Friday. I kind of took it easy over the weekend, and I'm got a lot done today, but I'm also feeling good about tonight. It was really good. And Thesis says, hey, Dawn. Yay! I'm assuming that's how he squeaked for me. That's how I'd squeak for me. And Nick said, hey, Carl, Donna, Thesis, Foxy, and of course, Alec. Hope everyone is keeping cool. Yes, I have not left the house all day, and that's on purpose. And Nick is saying hi to me. Hi. Let's see here. And there is the link for Dan's profile on Indie CD, who we're listening to in the background. And Foxy said, mostly cool. Yes. And Carl goes, now we all know where to deploy the Munsies. I know you do that. Now, I'm just curious. Is this numbers you're planning on putting outside the house?
Yes.
Okay. I wonder if that, and this is just me. I'm just asking because I can't tell. That looks like a really thin line.
So I'm just outlining the numbers. I'm going to go back through with one of the other tips and actually shade in the numbers all the way.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the outline first. And so this is how I used to do all my burns when I first started. Let me rephrase that. I did not freehand my burns when I first started. I cannot draw a straight line with a ruler and Nick's hand guiding me, but I can trace a line. So when I first started doing this, I would actually print off my design. I'd place a piece of graphite paper down, lay the design on top of that, trace the design, and then have to come through, trace the outline of it, and fill in, switch tips and fill in the rest.
So we're going old school.
Yeah.
Cool. We get to see how Joey got his start. And Nick is saying, if you need anything, let me know. And I don't know who he's referring to, if it's for Alec or us or whomever, but And Alec is hanging in the room eating mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs in it. I haven't done that for years. Oh. Now I want to. We still have leftover mac and cheese that we froze, which sounds weird, from the smoker. The smoked mac and cheese.
When you froze it, did you put it in next to the fish?
No. By the way, I talked to my dad and we brought up the fish and he said the fish has been gone for years.
Oh.
I talked to him this morning on the phone. Because they didn't have, they had a brownout this morning. Half their town was brownout, the other one was black. There was no power, so I was checking in on him. And he's hanging in the living room. Alec is eating his mac and cheese with cut up hot dogs in it. And Alec said, just don't end the stream, Nick. Now you gotta remember, Alec, Joe is also guilty of this.
I plead the fifth.
And Alec's laughing. And Carl said, Alec, is that a new avatar? And Alec said, yes, Carl, it's of me.
Oh, nice.
Cool. I think we dropped a link down a little ways. I'm going to have to... Hold on here. I got to go be naughty here for a second so I can save that for later.
You be naughty? No.
No, perfect angel.
Did that slip out? I'm sorry.
I hear nothing. And Carl said he saw little BB this morning about 4:30, but she's been hiding from the heat. We'll go look again after the show when it's cooler and darker. I hope she finds her way in soon. I'm glad that you've had sightings of her, though. That makes me feel better that you're actually seeing her. So, 2 down, 1 to go. You can do this. And Carl said, cool, Alec, darn avatars are so small. They are. I've had people ask me if mine's a cat. Yes, it is. And Donna is greeting Grey Wolf, and Kitty's with us this evening. Good evening, Kitty. And Carl's greeting
Kitty.
And Donna's greeting Kitty. And Carl said stereo hoolie. Foxy said Hoolie looked at the TV like, what am I begging here? What? I'm begging here. And Carl said, we did make you work on Friday. It was enjoyable. It was tiring. It was a lot of sun. But I have to do that. I can't just be not having fun in my life. And Grant is joining us. Hello, Grant. We know that you have a very important show coming up at 8 o'clock because Mr. Bodman is going to be on there.
And I will cut this off early if I'm not done.
Cool.
Because this is going to take a lot of shading tonight, so I may not actually get this completed during the stream.
Okay, well, I'm glad you popped on, though. We always enjoy the camaraderie of the shows, the burning and the burning. We always enjoy the burning and the hooking and the coding. It's all fun. And Grant, I don't know if I said this or not, but Grant said that it rained there a lot at where he's at. Ooh, it rained a lot at my parents too. And there is the link to the time lapse of the profile picture for Alec.
Nice.
I am looking forward to seeing that. I saved it. And Grant says the rain is nice. It cools things off. Oh, it'd be nice to have a little rain, but with our luck, it would just get humid. Still be humid.
Mm-hmm.
And Donna's greeting Grant, and Foxy said, and then it gets muggy.
Yeah, I went down to the lunch and learn at the park today after Nick's show.
Mm-hmm.
I was sweating in places I didn't think it was humanly possible to sweat from.
Nope, not going there. And Grant said, good evening, Miss Donna. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, or however that's spelled. You got it pretty close. And Grant said, please watch Grant Draws, my friends. Yes, there is the link. Make sure you guys click and go to that link. And Donna said, spelled correctly, Master Grant. And Grant said, we'll have a good guest tonight. I'm sure you're all familiar with Brian Rodman, a.k.a. B-Rod, Rodman Rabbit, I think is what Sarah calls him. Yeah. Sounded like he has a busy day today, so hopefully he survives the day as well.
Mm-hmm.
Donna said, master as in the feudal system of referring to a younger male. And Nick said, sorry for the quiet. I am changing out the curtains to blackouts. That'll help temperature-wise in your house to hopefully keep that temp down. And Houston Dave said, happy Monday. I'm all munzied out from this weekend. What you burning tonight? His address. And yes,
doing an address placard.
And Houston Dave, I actually went to my first... Friday was my first event. I went with Carl and Donna. We went down to Terre Haute, Rhymes with Boat, Indiana. And it was a lot of fun. It was hot, and I had a blast. So. And Grant wants to know if you're burning 8, 6, 7, 5. Oh
no. No, this is not Jenny's house, just mine and Trey's.
Now you need to find a third cat and name it Jenny.
I do not need a third cat.
And Fox said, new curtains, Nick. That is good. And Carl said, April is bringing a cat trap. She will be here sometime for sure. Good. And Amanda mentioned the curtains a while back. Good on changing them. And Nick said, yes, they may help out. Western View is amazing, but it cooks us greenhouse style. We get that in the southern windows. Like this is a south window here. And it gets hot if I have it open. And Foxy said there's no way she's finishing all that rice. This is why I put it in a bowl that comes with a lid. Nothing wrong with leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant's Accountability says, I am going to start fulfillment of leaving cryptids tonight. Awesome. I hope you got some sleep because from what I understand, you didn't get home until 3 a.m. and then you were up for, never mind the furthermore. And you have a show tonight, so make sure you take care of yourself, Grant. And Alex said, valid, Foxy. Mm-hmm. And Grant says, I can't believe I didn't take a nap. I have only slept 3 hours last night. You are running on adrenaline from having your shipment, your League of Cryptids showing up and going to the show this weekend and getting back and everything. And Foxy said, nice, Grant, looking forward to it. And Alex said, Grant, I just woke up from a 7-hour nap. Oofda. And Donna says, if that is 867-5309, Grant, do you think Jenny will answer? Can you imagine having that phone number?
Actually, because of that song, they banned that phone number.
I wonder where those prefixes are, at least to what cities. And regarding Alex Knapp, he regrets nothing. I don't blame you. And Foxy's LOLing at Donna. And Dan is joining us. Good evening, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
And Thesis is greeting Dan. And Alec is greeting Dan. And Nick said, glad you are catching up on your sleep, Alec. Alec, have you been not sleeping? And Thesis says, I'm going to have to do the tea house at a different time this Saturday. My nephew's coming down for his birthday, and they're planning a whole day with pool, museum, and barbecue. Well, that sounds like a fun day, too.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I can't. I'm cleaning my glasses. I can't seem to get this smudge, and I can't see anything. And both hands are being used. So give me just a second here. And now the other side is smudged, because why not? And Alex said, yeah, Nick, I had my weighted blanket and everything. It was a good sleep, actually better than I had in a while. Good. Get your rest. And Bladed Thesis says, I don't get to see him much, so I want to spend as much time with him as possible. Yes, please do. If for whatever reason you're unable to do the tea house, I don't think anybody here is going to hold that against you. But if you want to just adjust the time, everybody will support you. I just don't want you to feel like I think I can speak for almost everybody when I say we just don't want you to feel like you have to be rushed to get back, even if you change the schedule, because you need to do the tea house, but if you want to spend time with your nephew. So. Okay.
Family first, brother. Family first.
Mm-hmm. And it says these songs happen, Theisism.
Damn,
I know that was a clumsy, Nick, but with Kitty in the chat. Never mind. And Nick said the same thing. Family first, Thesis, we understand. And Alex said, gotta love Nick's spelling errors. They're fun. You know what? This here is not a remote, it's a remto. Because I can't type the word remote, so I just changed the word. And Alex said, I see nothing. And Thesis says that if I have to do that show earlier or later, I will let everyone know. If I have to cancel, I will do a rain check show next week. Awesome. And Donna say the same thing. Always family first, Thesis. And Alex said, but yes, have a great time with family, Thesis. And Carl said, sounds good, Thesis. Everyone must have a life. I think that's why I kind of have fun when my dad pops in, because we don't get to see each other very often, but it's kind of fun to joke around with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl said, Dan snuck in on me. Hello. Well, you know Dan, he's a quiet creature. Old gods of Appalachia can do those type of things.
Yep.
And Alex said, Dawn, I've been sleeping on a couch for 2 weeks. It's been hard to sleep. Ooh, I heard you got back in your room. Good. Catch up on your sleep. Carl said, me too, Carl. Hi, Dan. And Nick says that he does specialize in typos. Hopping, hoping. Sometimes they're one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant said couches can be comfy. They can be, but not for 2 weeks. And if it's in a public area of the house. And Donna said that 867 is a non-geographic area code for 3 Canadian territories in northern Canada. That's the area code, but I wonder the prefix. Hey, Dan just fixed one plumbing leak only to witness the beginning of another one. I think I am allowed a heartfelt drat at this point. I'll let you use a different 4-letter word in my heart.
Yeah.
So that's 3 of us now? Yeah. Water leaks can go itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thesis said family first, but you are also my family. We understand, but we all know that face-to-face encounters are very important as well. If you have the chance to have physical interaction with somebody that's family, us or otherwise, do it. And Kitty said your nephew is a cutie too. He was always so scared of you at first, and now he knows you are the fun uncle, who will still play in Rough House with him. They know. They catch on to that stuff. And Donna says, hey, Dan. And Foxy said, you're a lot more than that, just not in here, Dan, LOL. Especially with minor kids. And Dan said, understood, Foxy. And then Alex said, exactly. After the first 2 days, back was killing me. And then, yes, it was in the living room. I like a closed door, thanks. It stays cooler. Yeah, that had to have been not fun. But I'm glad you got it figured out and everything. So, hey, Joe, just out of curiosity, I'm caught up on comments right now. Do we want to go ahead and run an ad?
Yeah, we probably should. Let's go ahead and run. Actually, I need to give my finger a break anyway because I'm having to run this tip a little hotter. And my thumb's getting a little scorched. But let us run an ad for Wheel of Ads. Let's do Thesis, and then we'll follow it up with Donna.
Okay.
Welcome, friends. I'm Bladed Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every other Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Hey there, everyone. This is Donna Carlene. Want some romance mixed in with a dead body or more? Then you enjoy my Hunter's Ridge series. Set in a small town in Alabama, it's the story of Northern Rider computer tech Carly Simone and the love of her life, Captain B.J. Martin of the Hunter's Ridge PD. But life in a small town is not all roses and beer, as Carly's expertise in true-life crime-telling makes her the Hunter's Ridge murder expert. And then there's nowhere to go dancing except the Dixie with its country music. But Rapper Carly can adjust, can't she?
And I'm actually going to play one more because I know Nick didn't get a chance to play this ad today because we haven't gotten it uploaded to his side yet. This is not an Indie CD member. This is Kat Rothermel, a friend of ours from here up in Northwest Indiana. So I'm going to play her ad real quick also.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I am Rock'n'Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my rock and roll art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend? No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, and we are going to hop in to track number 2. Nice and easy does it. And I'm going to jump ahead in the comments here for just a second. No, she does not have one, Nick. I think you had paid for her to get one back when I did the $5 promotion, and I've never gotten the information. So, if you can get a hold of her, have her get the information over to me, I will set up her account.
I say somebody needs to get a hold of Kat and get that over to you.
And I'm going to jump ahead to one more. Yes, Grant, I do remember you sending me that now. I will get that uploaded after the show today.
And Foxy is going to recognize that she is done eating. Lisa said, I just have to be careful with him because he's autistic and doesn't realize how strong he is. He hit me in the stomach last time and I had to really try hard not to show how badly it hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had my niece a few years back. She jumped on me and she didn't even think about it. And oh, that did not feel good. I was covered in wrapping paper, like literally after we got done opening gifts. And she was playing like it was a ball pit. It did not feel good on my... Oh. I still remember what that felt like on my gut. Ooh, okay, anyways. And there is the link for Bladed Thesis if you want to check out his information. It's got the link to the Tea House, and you can see the episodes previous that he has aired. And there is the About page for Donna Carlene, so that's her profile page. And she does have a new Hunter's Ridge book that has just recently been released, so check that out. And Lisa said, I still think someone needs to make an actual wheel of ads. It can just sit in the background, and when it's time for the ads, just spin. I can put right here. I love it. I like that. Thesis sounds good.
Thesis, you're going to force me to figure out how to just stream this through OBS and bring everybody in.
I said, Joe, we could just hang it right here on this panel.
Oh, there you go.
So, and I'm just going to, so I don't skip it, there is about Kat having the NBCD account, which we've acknowledged. And there's Grant about the cover for Beowulf, which has been acknowledged. And Dan said, good thing I bought enough of that plastic pipe to replace nearly all the 60-year-old copper under the house.
Yeah, I've got some original cast iron that's getting ready to be replaced. Once we figure out the money for that.
Yeah. Carl said, good thinking, Dan. And Nick is going to bug Kat about getting the information to you, so we appreciate that.
Yep.
Presently, so he's doing it right now. And Grant is thanking you, Joe.
Not a problem.
And Foxy said, good, Dan. And Kitty said, if you would have shown how badly it hurt, it would have made him feel bad, and that's no fun. When my niece jumped on me, I didn't have a choice but to make a lot of weird noises because it hurt that bad. Thesis said could even be a whiteboard and write all the ads on it in marker.
Yep.
Yep, Thesis, don't make me do anything wrong. Okay, I'll work on that. Might be a year or two, but we'll work on that. And Carl said it's good though for kids to learn that they have to be careful so they don't hurt someone else later and it goes worse. It's a catch-22, especially when they're not doing something to be specifically heinous or malicious. Yeah. And Dan said, I have enough of the couplings to fix the new leak, but I don't know how many more I will need to buy. If there's one, there could be more.
Mm-hmm.
And Foxy said, I've told him I can't roughhouse because I get hurt easily. Mm-hmm. And Kitty said, do it. And Carl said, there is a program that does a wheel online. Not sure what the name is. I know a few of them from my direct sales days that I did them through. So And Donna says, yes, I have an autistic nephew whose hugs are ginormous. And the thing is that, especially like that, they're just wanting to show love, and with all the negativity of the world, sometimes you just feel like, I just want the hug. I don't want the pain.
Alright, give that a second to heat up and see if I can get this to burn in. Alright, so we're caught up on comments again.
Yes, we are.
Um,
We were quiet today during Nick's show, and now we're quiet tonight. Are we all okay?
right. Well, let's talk about what we got coming up the rest of this week here. Of course, we got Grant Draws immediately after this show at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time. Tuesday, there's nothing. Or is there Between Two Brians this Tuesday? Or was that last week? I think that was last
That was
week.
last week. We can get that verified probably tonight during Grant's show, but I believe it was last week.
Otherwise, you'll have to hit up either the Indie Comics Network or Madness Comics Network for any of your viewing pleasures. Wednesday, of course, we got Nevermind the Furthermore at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Wednesday evening, we'll have The Burning is Yarn. And Thursday, you got Mike Jimmy's show is on Thursdays, correct?
Yes, Hung On Animation is at 12 Central. I know we
Okay.
keep, bopping around back and forth.
And Thursday night, you'll have Comic Book Spectrum, followed by Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. And do we have any comments or?
A couple have come
Okay,
through.
I'll let you go
We
through
might as
those.
well finish off the,
Finish out the schedule.
yeah.
So Friday night or Friday daytime, we have Nick again with Nevermind the Furthermore, followed by Nita and Daphne on the Ragin' blog. Then Friday night, we have the Historical Fencing Guild with Nicholas Tockert. And for those who are part of the humor group, we do have the Green Room. And Saturday night, we have Jody McPhee with From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, followed an hour into his show by Stupid O'Clock, and then wrapping it up is Last Man Standing.
And remember, if you have any shows and you're watching us and you are part of the network, let us know, because we have an event schedule. You can put all those on the event schedule too.
Yep.
Why can I smell that?
Probably because you can.
I was gonna say that, just like the smoke coming
Is it Is it actually that noticeable on the screen right now?
That's like I can smell it every time you do that, which is fine.
Yeah, it smells like pine down here right now.
Oh, I bet. Let's see here. Thesis found a tabletop spinning wheel. That is something we'll work on to guarantee win, but yeah, okay. And Foxy said that she's just been in a bit of a quiet mood is all. Okay, well, hopefully you're okay. And Carl said he wore himself out with Munzie and cats. Yep. And Foxy says it's that or rage dealing with poop from phone company. Ugh. Yes. That doesn't sound like fun. And Tisa said, rage! Rage against the dying of the phone. Okay. And Alex said that he is getting his replacement retainer tomorrow. They were super nice and understanding with my family's financial situation and let us pay less than half of what it would originally cost. Awesome.
That's great.
That is good news. Sometimes just telling people your situation is going to help out, And, there's my dad. Welcome, DR, Dad, Dale, whatever you want to go by this evening. And he had to reload YouTube to get the comments. Way to go, YouTube.
Hey, Dale.
And Foxy said, that is really nice of them, that is. And Carl's agreed that that's kind of them. And Carl's greeting my dad, Thesis is greeting Dad, Foxy is greeting Dad. And Carl's saying, I hope you had a good Father's Day. And Dad said, hey all. And Dan said, I'm just trying to catch my breath from calling under the house, really. The disappointment of having to wait till tomorrow to have running water. Ooh, except to refill the toilet and then off again. Oh, I hope that goes smoothly for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord, I have 4. There's 4 people I know of actually thinking about it that are having water issues within our group. Oh, Lord. Donna is saying hi to my dad, to Dale. And Foxy said, ugh, that sucks, Dan, but at least you have the toilet, better than not having one. Yeah. And Kitty said you need to add the tea house to the events calendar.
I can do that, or there is a link right by the calendar that people can submit their events, and it'll email it directly to me, and I'll approve it, and that way you can add in whatever information you want straight to the event.
There we go. And Dan says, well, having the breaker in the house lets us turn it off and on easily. Oh, that's good. And Dan's play thesis says that me and Foxy didn't have a toilet for over a week. Ooh, that's crappy. Ba-dum-bum. And Carl said, yikes. Yes, very much so. Foxy said it was pretty awful. I can imagine. Nope. So I'm assuming that the power came back on for my family back home. And that everybody's happy, joy now.
Oh, how much time we got left? Oh yeah, there ain't no way in hell I'm finishing this tonight. Not a snowball's chance in hell.
There's a lot of burning in 17 minutes and less than that.
Right.
You know, give everybody time to go use the bathroom. That was actually kind of funny. Dan said one of my grandmothers didn't have indoor plumbing until she was in her 60s. Oh, dear. And Carl wants to remind everyone you need a large Canadian bucket for that, Foxy. At least a 5-gallon or 8-gallon or 3-gallon, depending, which Canadian gallons we're going by. Poor Zachy. Did you see that good news about Zach?
Yes, I did.
He is going to Germany as a special guest for the launch pad. So good for him. Is he on NBC? He's not. He needs to get on there. I need to make a list of people I need to ask. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. And Lisa says, as soon as I find out more about the plans this weekend, I will let everyone know. Awesome. Donna says, my cousins who were my second mom and dad didn't have indoor plumbing except for the kitchen sink until they moved to town when I was in high school. And Carl goes, do you even have cards left, Dawn? I have a few. Not a ton, but I do have a few.
One of these days I'm going to remember to actually bring my wallet down here so I can order those damn cards.
Well, the thing is, you could just send me the ones that you forgot at the con.
Yeah, but that would require me finding them and...
Alex said that he's got a new quote. I need to get a new list of people I need to ask. I try not to harass people. And Donna said it made summer visits very interesting. Baths in a tub on the back porch and visits to the outhouse in the dark. Now, Dad, I'm trying to remember. You had no heat in the old farmhouse, right? I don't remember. The house was torn down in 80. I don't remember the old house at all. And Dad said they had about 4 inches of rain overnight, and today and more coming if anyone needs water.
No, we're pretty well set here in Indiana.
I'd say send some down this way, but usually when there's water down here lately, it's been like, hey, let's send a tornado or two also. And Thesis says that Foxy should have mentioned Munzie to her book club last week. Next book club, just keep it in mind. Foxy said they can use some water out that way, so Dad, you need to send that over to Utah. Carol said, sign them all up, Foxy. Haha. I don't think Dan was in here when I said that I went to Terre Haute, rhymes with boat. You're never.
I don't think it was either.
Ooh, Alex said that Indie CD book club, that's an idea. Who wants to facilitate that? Not me.
I got too much stuff going on already.
Carl said that Dawn, me, was talking up Indie CD and the Munzie shows to all the folks at the event. I need to get her to promote my books. Ha ha. Hey, when I find a spot that I can slip things in like that, I definitely, positively will. And I wasn't the only one talking up the Indie CD stuff, because that's when Donna piped in too, that her books are on there, and that's when I started flipping out the cards to everybody. So, see how that trickle-down theory works?
Mm-hmm.
Don said, no heat in the house. The house I grew up only had gas stoves in the kitchen and the living room. My bedroom was not close to either.
Ooh.
From what I gather, and I wish that Dad would, that I believe when he was young, they slept in the living room because that's where the stove was, or something to that effect. Help me out here, Dad. Don't leave your daughter hanging. And Thesis says, ooh, I like that idea, Alec. I even suggested she could ask her book club to read books from the Nevermorians. Yes, and there's so many different types of books on the Nevermorians and on within this group, the Rising Tide and Indie CD, that I'm sure we can find a book that'll work.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad said that Foxy, he will go outside and start blowing really hard to redirect the clouds after the show. I want to say something, but it's not nice.
If I listen to the 10 o'clock news tonight and hear something about clouds in Minnesota suddenly reversing course towards Utah.
I was going to say, we could just have my mom go out there and give the Viv look to the sky. They'll just turn around and march the other way. The Viv.
No, they'll keep going the same way, but it'll just kind of like split and go around.
It wasn't that mean. Foxy said, thanks. And Foxy said, house I grew up in had no heat or cooling upstairs. Oof. Thesis said, to everyone who read my Aphelion story, chapter 2 is finished. Ooh.
Awesome.
Sweet. And Carl said, be nice, Dawn. Oops, too late. You just got the bib look for making fun of me, making fun of my mom for making the bib look.
Oh, we're going to run a couple more ads here real quick, and about 5 minutes we're going to wrap up the show so everybody has a chance to get over to Grant's show. But first, we are going to play an ad for Joe D. McPhee.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
And one for Foxy.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
All right, we're going to hop into track number 3, Out of the Shadows, to wrap up the show.
Okay. And Dad said we had one oil burner in the living room at a 2-story house. The bathroom was upstairs and had to take a kettle of hot water up to thaw the ice out of the tank and bowl.
Yeah, the house my mom grew up in, they didn't have heat upstairs, and she would put her clothes under her heated blanket so they were warm when she got out of the shower. But she would generally in the wintertime have to keep the shampoo bottle underneath the hot water so that she could actually get shampoo out because it would freeze.
Admit it, everybody, we are absolutely spoiled nowadays, and sometimes we forget that. And Grant said, I believe I will set up my show now. I hope y'all watch. Yes, Grant, we will be heading over there shortly.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant saying hi to you, Dad. And Alex.
Grant, oh wait, he already had the link for it. Never mind.
Alex said, I'm going to go grab homemade cookie dough ice cream. I'm jealous. Mine's Blue Bud. And Kitty wants to know, why is this the beta readers are hearing about this thesis? Uh-oh. Thesis made the kitty mad. And Carl said, we'll see there, Grant. And there is the link for Jody McPhee's Indie CD site. And there is Indie Foxy's page on Indie CD. And Dad said that our wiring was too bad to have electric blankets. I said, I know that the stuff that I should be very thankful for. Foxy says, we sure do forget it sometimes. I like my modern things like AC. I can live without it, but I'd rather not have to. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, right now, if there is no power, electricity, or internet, I can't interact with all of my online family and friends. So that makes me very sad, too. And Alex said, y'all have a good night. I'm going to go take my meds. Good. Keep up on your meds. Get some good sleep. I know you said you just woke up from a nap, but enjoy being back in your bedroom and have sweet dreams. And Foxy said, meds are good. Yes, they are.
Oh, we're down to about 5 minutes before Grant's show starts, so we're going to go ahead and play the outro. That'll give people time to get over to Grant's show and use the bathroom, grab a new drink. But we'll be back Wednesday night, and I might just save this piece for Wednesday and finish it up then. So, okay. But we will see you guys all Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
Good night.
See you later.